Our presentation is about the rise of the Chinese Communist Party and Mao Zedong.
Throughout many years, China had suffered from great humiliation by foreigners, followed by its death in the Opium Wars of 1839 to 42 and 1856 to 60, and by the Japanese in 1894 to 95. Industrializing nations led by Britain wanted to make profit in China and started dividing the country into spheres of influence. In the early 20th century, the peasants in China were struggling a great deal to survive and resented strongly heavy government taxes. Citizens of China were under pressure from both inflation and corrupted government officials. Students were resentful of foreign influence and in despair since the dynasty had failed to bring out effective reforms. In 1911, a revolutionary uprising started in central China, led by Sun Yat-sen, and brought together peasants, townspeople, and students. The Qing dynasty, which had ruled since 1644, collapsed. When the First World War ended in 1918, it increased the Chinese humiliation. The Treaty of Versailles gave the former German land in China to the Japanese, which severely provoked a group of students in Beijing on 4th of May 1919. This later led to nationwide demonstrations. China was still divided and ruled by various local warlords and also burdened by unequal treaties. These treaties gave foreign powers special privileges in China.
Due to China's population consisting mostly of peasants and the long years of humiliation, it became vulnerable to propaganda and new ideas. The CCP was based on new Marxist ideas from the Western world and made many promises of equality. CCP treated the peasants with fairness, and by doing so they were able to gain trust within the locals. Mao encouraged the killing of landlords, but he also worked on removing corruption and improving literacy by different reforms. This slowly led to the rise of CCP.
How Mao Zedong rose to power within the CCP. Mao Zedong came from a peasant family. As all peasants living in the 19th century China, his upbringing was hard and he experienced no luxuries. He first encountered Marxism while working as a library assistant at Beijing University in 1919. From there he met with other communist thinkers and helped organize strikes. Mao became one of the 12 delegates to attend the First National Congress of the Chinese Communist Party in July 1921. After attempting a failed revolt of peasants in his native Hunan in 1927, Mao led his followers to the remote mountains of Jinggangshan, where he formed the Communist Red Army. Although poorly equipped, he trained well-disciplined and reliable forces that would eventually establish a new base and set up an area referred to as the Chinese Soviet Republic.
Thanks for listening, guys.